All right, welcome to another episode of Can You Connect? And this is Mr. Walk That Walk. And today's episode, we're going to be going over the ideal look. So, our particular look that we're going to be going over, let's say the perfect look or the perfect person is, we're going to be mostly staying in the black community. So, people are black. We're going to start with the men. So, this is their ideal person. So the ideal person, let's say for a black man, would be going to be tall. So somebody 6 feet and up. Somebody who is, tall, dark, and handsome. So they're dark skinned. They have maybe like a low cut. So maybe like either a low cut or real low fro. Not even my fro. Way lower than this. Like almost probably like here at best. Nothing is my size. Way lower, which is acceptable for them. A guy who is fit, or let's say, they look broad. They look strong. Somebody who looks strong. Somebody who maybe probably has a beard. Somebody who is a gentleman, who's kind, a leader, has money, those things, family oriented, but if they're not tall, dark, and handsome. So this is one, and the other one is going to be, if they're not tall, dark, or handsome, they're going to be light skinned. And if you're light skinned with, let's say, curly hair, they usually don't mind the light skinned guy having longer hair and having hazel eyes. So, those green eyes. So, those are going to be those are the top two things that, let's say, women in the black community go for. Those are people who want that type of look. Sometimes that guy the light skinned guy might be biracial, or he might just be a guy that's light skinned. Also, they look for like maybe somebody who bigger features on a guy. So like a big nose, a big jawline, big eyebrows, broad shoulders. So they want their guy looking like they could protect them. Not only physically, but also financially as well. So those are going to be the top things with that. And let's say if you're not that. Let's say if you're not that, you're like, everybody else is like in the middle or lower. Depending on how you look. You're in the middle or low. So that's kind of how it is. And that's just the standards. That's the standards in the community. And that's what usually everybody goes for. And we have the right to choose who we like. Sometimes people go against the grain and choose somebody that looks different. That's not what everybody wants. And for women, usually the main standard of the woman is, this woman is a lighter complexion. So she's either a black woman that's light skinned or a biracial woman. Usually having straight or curly hair. Usually they want the woman to look proportionate. So maybe her chest is a proportionate size that looks decent. Even her bottom, her butt is a proportionate size that, looks attractive. Nothing over the top. They want the woman to be either fit or, athletically fit, or let's say curvy like a Coke bottle. So nothing too much. Both either needs to be fit. They want, I don't know. I don't think they usually want the woman to be super tall. Usually like 4 feet, maybe to 5'10", which is usually the average guy's height. That's usually okay. And with women, the guys want things to be smaller. So their face, their body's smaller. So, they're not as tall. So maybe their nose is smaller. Their lips they might want that smaller. They might want them to have, smaller eyebrows. But the one thing they do want long is probably their hair. They want their hair to really be long. They want the woman to be soft-spoken, kind, nurturing, stable. stable, probably financially, mentally, and emotionally, and encouraging. And of course, they want their person to smell good as well. So I'm sure that's on the list. I think I hit on everything. And you see, it's really only like light skin women. They don't even get to like brown skin or dark skin women because the community is well, okay. So the ideal look came from society. So society says, did we like this? And this is what we're going to put on you. And a lot of people follow suit to what society deems as beautiful. And it's up to us to really go against the grain and see the beauty in all of our people. And, especially dark-skinned women, especially even the men that don't, let's say, look the ideal look. Like, it's up to us to choose each other and take care of each other and be there for each other. Because nobody else is going to be there for us. So just judging people on, yes, is it nice? Yes. Do we want somebody that's attractive? Yes. Should other people be saying the type of woman we should be going after? No. Like, as long as you're attracted to them, that's literally all that should matter. That should be it. So it's just keeping in mind about where are you learning certain things? Where are you getting that from? Who is telling you certain things? Who's telling you not to talk to somebody? And why? Why should I not talk to this person? For what? So sometimes it's questioning things so you're not caught up and missing out on a good opportunity for you. So this is kind of going to be a quick one. We got a few more, and then we're going to get into, I think I got maybe 2 or 3 more of chapter 2, and then we're going to get into chapter 3. So this will conclude this episode. We're going to be supporting black-owned businesses. And about black-owned business we're going to be supporting is they have an app. So it's Ablazin, Ablazin Radio App. This app was made by somebody who's, Afro-West Indian. They have all type of, let's say, soca, reggae, dancehall, all type of that music on the radio and other stuff as well. And they do live talk shows as well. So definitely check out the app. It's on Android and Apple. It should be good. Like, show some love to them. Of course, I'm a clinical social worker for the state of Maryland. I could provide individual, couples, or family therapy. So if you're interested, just send me an email. And of course, definitely support the person who did the music, who made my avatar. And yeah, that'll be it for this episode. So definitely thanks for watching, and y'all have a good rest of the night or morning. And we'll be seeing you soon. Sorry about the music. Our dreams slowly shatter, and our bodies are bruised and battered. What does it take to become a legend? What can we do to teach a lesson? Is there a way for a future coming?